Let me ask you a question. Do you have big dreams? Well, you're in the right place, because today I'm sharing 3 tips to achieve big this year. Tip number 1, stop trying to climb a mountain. Now, you might have heard of the question, how do you climb a mountain? And the answer is simply one step at a time. But many people will tell you that you need to have the right equipment, like a harness, some rope, some hiking boots. Or maybe they talk about the countless hours of training that you might need. But the reality is that you just need to break it down into smaller chunks and start taking one step at a time. Nicola Mendelsohn shares this in an interview with Stephen Bartlett on the Diary of a CEO podcast. Nicola was an instrumental part in the global operations at Facebook, and here's what she had to say.
I heard a great speech years ago from a guy who'd climbed Everest, who basically says you don't climb Everest. You get to base camp 1, and that's your thing. And then you work out how you get to 2. And you never climb Everest, you go from point to point.
Now, of course, we're not talking about a literal mountain. You won't see me climbing Everest anytime soon. So let's think of an example that's maybe a bit more relevant to me. Obviously, I've now started a YouTube channel, but realistically, this has been a dream of mine for many years. And I've done everything that I mentioned an expert might recommend. I've bought all the equipment, like a mic, some lighting, a camera. And I've done some of the training, like doing some of the courses online. And even though they've all been valuable, they haven't helped me get any closer to the top of the mountain. So I broke down this goal into smaller chunks. The first checkpoint is to make my first video. And I can break that down even further. The first step was to record a video. Check. Second step is going to be to edit the video. And obviously the third step is going to be publishing the video, which you're seeing now. Now, I respect that you might be sat there thinking, well, I don't care, Michael, I'm not looking to start a YouTube channel. But whatever your goal is, you can break it down into smaller checkpoints. Maybe you're looking to start a business, so your first checkpoint could be to come up with a name or make your first dollar. Or maybe you're looking to get into shape, and your first goal could be to download the Couch to 5K app or go on your first walk. Whatever it is, you can simplify your goal down into checkpoints. And it's all about taking the first step and then the next step. It might seem like a small activity, but as Patrick Regan, OBE, says, small steps are still steps. And with that in mind, let's look at tip number 2, the 2-minute rule. Now, this is an idea that James Clear shares about in Atomic Habits, and it's all about simplifying your goal into a 2-minute activity. And even though he'd apply this to habit development, I think it's still relevant when it comes to achieving our goals. After all, if you are looking to climb a mountain, you'll need to habitually put one foot in front of another. And you'll find that you can apply this to anything that you want to achieve. So if it is a matter that you're looking to get in shape, then maybe the first 2-minute activity is to get into your gym gear. Or if you're looking to ace your next exams, your first 2-minute activity could be to get out your textbook and put your devices on Do Not Disturb. The idea here is to make starting the activity as simple as possible. None of us are immune to procrastination, particularly when we're thinking of these big, lofty goals. But this is where the 2-minute rule really comes in. It's all about bypassing that initial resistance to start an activity. If you say, I'm just going to do this for 2 minutes, then actually you don't need to pluck up a lot of motivation to do an activity. And often you'll find that after you've done that 2 minutes, you think, well, I've started now, let's use this momentum. And obviously the more parts of an activity that you've completed, the less motivation you need to do to complete the whole activity. So simply put, decide what your first checkpoint is and then figure out what the 2-minute version of that is. Let's move on to tip number 3. This third and final tip comes courtesy of Ali Abdaal, Who Not How. I first heard Ali share this at the start of 2024 at an event in London, and he basically talked about how when we're facing a task or a problem or a goal that we want to achieve, we often default to asking how. How can I achieve this? How can I resolve this problem? He suggests that a better question to ask can be, who can help me solve this problem? Who can help me achieve this goal? Instead of trying to achieve whatever you're looking to achieve all on your own, maybe try and find the people that can help you along that journey. You'll find that journeys are often much more enjoyable when you have the right company anyway. So instead of focusing on the destination or the journey itself, consider who are the people that you want to surround yourself with as you take this journey. It's rare that you'll find anybody that's achieved anything great and not had someone to help them along the way. Think about all the awards ceremonies when someone comes up to share a speech They'll say thanks to my friends, my families, my peers, even their haters. These people can really help you pursue your goal to move to the next level, to further climb that mountain. So think about the people that you could introduce into this journey. Could they help you with accountability? Or are they actually already a bit further ahead on a similar mountain? Think about the people that you can bring along this journey to help you achieve your goals this year. So if, like me, you're looking to achieve big this year, I have something for you. It's a free download that can help you identify what your mountain is, what some of the checkpoints are, what the 2-minute simplification is, and who are the people that should join you along this journey. You can download that for free with the link just below the like button. Thank you so much for joining me on my quest to get wiser. I'd love to hear from you. What's the thing that you're looking to achieve this year? Let me know in the comments below and I'll see if I can recommend a resource, a book, a podcast, whatever to help you on your journey. And if you want to join me on the next leg of my journey, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out the Wiser newsletter. Every week I send out wise insights shared by email regularly, and you can subscribe to that in the link just below the like button. Thank you so much for today, and I'll catch you in the next one.